Scotland
I'll
anymore?
get up.
Come on. Come on. While you're down there.
Yeah, I know, I was going to say. Mistress, I've been naughty. I left everything lying everywhere. All right, I'll put it away. How are you? You good?
I'm really good, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, you look good. I like this fishing net thing on the top here. That's very sexy, that. It is. Do you enjoy the power ballads? The
You know, I was in junior high and high school in the 80s, so those are all my themes for every horrible thing that ever happened to me.
Oh, come on, you were fine. You were the.
Well, I am. I'm okay.
Yeah, no, but you would have been very popular in high school. Beautiful, tall, blonde girl like you. No. What kind of high school did you go to?
You know, it wasn't the school, it was me.
Things look different?
It was bad. No, I wore headgear. I had buck teeth, not the neck hair you could hide under your hair. It was like on my head. Really? The least popular or most unpopular, however you'd like to phrase it, kid in school named Alpheus.
Alpheus?
Yep.
Did you go to school off-world somewhere?
It was a Greek Orthodox school I went to.
I see.
Yeah. So, yes, his name was Alpheus Romeo. If he's watching now, I just want to say.
I hope he doesn't have a lawyer, Jenna.
He called me Bucky Beaver.
Wow. You know they have beavers in Canada?
Stop.
Never mind. So, listen, tell me, this show Damages. This is a great show.
It's awesome.
No, I haven't seen you in a role like this before. This is like
serious.
No, it's like, do you get into trouble? Does bad stuff happen to you? Because that show, bad stuff happens to people on that show.
I am the one to whom bad things happen that kicks off the entire festival.
Someone calls you Bucky Beaver?
It's I can't, you know, the writing is so intricately
spectacular, yeah.
It's awesome, and there's so many twists and turns and a whodunit that I don't want to say too much, and I don't know that I'm allowed to, because it's so much more fun if you don't know.
And that Glenn Close, she's been here. She frightens me. Frightens me.
It's so funny. My first impression of her, meeting her, I was so caught off guard because I thought she was going to be a rather serious woman, and she was just like a giddy little schoolgirl.
We're not talking about the same person, clearly.
Wow.
When she was here, she was very strict with me. She made me clean up all the papers. Oh, no, wait, that was somebody else. Are you very neat around your house? Does that really bother you? Are you neat?
My story and my husband's story are two different stories.
Oh, for heaven's sake. No witchcraft in the house, Samantha. Now, are you very, very neat?
Look, I have 2 young children.
All right. So
they are my priority, not cleaning up. When I'm alone, like when I was traveling back, because we filmed Damages in New York, and so I was going back and forth almost weekly for 6 months.
That's
in my hotel room when I was all alone, very orderly. When I'm not being pulled in 5 different directions, you know.
What age are your kids?
2 and 4.
Oh, your place is a disaster.
Utterly. Yeah. But man, I was like, well, I actually am a very neat person, because my husband says he knows exactly the route I walked when I come home, because it's purse, shoes, jacket, bra, you know.
That's exactly what my wife says to me when I come home.
That's so nice. She's so accepting.
Oh, she does. She's fine with it as long as I don't annoy the kids. I don't even clean my car anymore because there's so many Cheerios in my car.
I know.
I
I just get sad about it. I feel like I'll clean it 2 days later. It's like horrific.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And no, I don't. They smell. They smell, my kids. Your kids smell?
They smell like vanilla. Honestly, I got like the sweetest, yummiest smelling kids.
Mine smell a bit like poo, actually. The older one's fine. He's growing out of it
now.
How old are they? No, he's fine. He's 11. He's great. He's driving a... Yeah, he's got a job, and he's fine. But
in a factory. It's awesome.
Yeah, he cleans chimneys. But the little one,
how old?
He's 16 months.
Yeah, that's pretty stinky.
Yeah, did you just... Oh, you clearly don't know him. He's pretty smelly. Are you good? You're not squeamish about that kind of thing, are you?
No, as a woman, we made them. You're not squeamish about any of it.
What about... You made... Well, I'm talking about poo here.
I know. My body made their bodies. It's like it's...
Oh, I see.
It's all the same. That's what it feels like.
I was going to say something really horrible, and I'm not going to. But I'm enjoying thinking about saying it and then not saying it. Do you have a nice time in New York? Living in a hotel when your kids are back here. I mean, I bet you miss them, but...
It ebbed and flowed. No, sometimes it was awesome.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, give her a
The
hard time
people
for
who
telling the
laughed
truth.
at me are not parents, because
Yeah,
clearly you don't
clearly,
understand needing a day away from
Do you know
your
what
kids.
I like when people say, I don't have kids, but I've got a dog. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Zero.
Yeah,
comparable.
it's like, I can just leave the kids in the yard and go down to the store.
Yeah, just put them in their cage when you go.
Leave the kids in the car, let's go in and get a cup of coffee. You can't do that.
I would sometimes, if I had to just work for one day, I would put my kids down to bed, and then I'd go get on a red eye, land, go straight to the set, film. If I wrapped in time, I'd get right back on a plane. I was trying to just do as much, the least amount of time away from them as possible.
That's pretty intense, though.
It is, but I felt like I was working hard, wearing both my hats in my life, and it felt kind of good to just do that, But then if I had more days to film, I would bring them, and they had their first freezing. They've never been in freezing weather.
California kids, yeah.
Yeah, and it was. It was one of those seasons where, you round a corner and it's like wind chill and like snow and...
You're making me homesick now.
I know. I didn't have the right cover to cover their stroller, so it was just coming in their face and they're like... For honestly 2 hours. I've become a bit like that now. I've been here in California too long. I'm very wimpy about it. Yeah.
When I see, the LA local news, when they say Storm Watch 2000,
You're like,
I'm like, yeah. I don't go out. Light drizzle.
Oh, you've become a...
I'm light drizzle. I won't go out now. I'm like,
you're all squirms.
It's frightening. How can you drive in that? The roads are damp.
Yeah. This is so non sequitur. I mean, so non sequitur, but when you did that, that's really hot. That's really sexy.
Oh, you did the tattoo?
Yeah. Poking out of your suit.
Yeah.
Non sequitur.
Well, sometimes...
I didn't know you had it, so I was backstage watching the monitor and you reached your arm down. I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
I just had to...
Sometimes when things pop out your suit, women are like, whoa, look at that.
I set myself up and now I'm embarrassed.
That is a very woman thing to do, if you don't mind me saying so. It's like, you bring a little bit of the kind of sexiness to the conversation, and then if I respond to it, you go, oh! Like, no, wait, you started it. Like,
totally.
You're so dirty, Craig. Like, I didn't even say it. I was talking about your kids, and you're like, fiddle-dee-dee. Anyway, we have to take a break. I'll tidy up while we do it. We'll be right back with Dianna Agron. Play with him for an afternoon. Because it's visible, you can't be away from it.
Oh, no, you feel like you're missing a vital part.
Yeah, it's glad you quit.
And as a mother, it's a whole thing to boys.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. We don't talk during the break.
Excuse us, we're not done.
Something poked out of my skin. Would you ever get a tattoo?
I have one.
Oh, really? Where?
How do I show it to you? If I lift my leg up, it'll be slightly inappropriate, but it's on the back of my ankle.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take your word for it. What is it?
It's two. One is, I got it when I was 19. It's an alchemy symbol that's supposed to point up and to the right.
Right.
And it means an element in its pure form before it's been altered.
Right.
But that looked weird on the back of my ankle, so I turned it upside down, facing down. But then I figured when my leg's up in the air.
I've always liked you. That's very, very thoughtful.
I know. I was 19.
Yeah.
And then the other's just a star, which is
star.
just a little thing with a friend of it's not worth the story.
Oh, yes, it is. But you don't have to tell me.
It's really not worth the story.
Okay, then. So we're done. What do you fancy? Mouth organ, awkward pause, or do you want to go for the big cash prize?
No, I want the big cash prize.
I thought you might.
These are tough times.
Yes, I understand. What time is the show, David?
Time for the big
Big cash prize. $50 American in quarters. Don't touch it until you earn it. In quarters.
That's awesome for parking meters.
Yes, exactly so. Right.
Do I have to donate it to charity if I win it?
No. You have to declare it on your taxes, though.
Okay. Like everybody else who gets cash.
All right. so there are 3 ways to win. You
Okay.
can either answer a question in one of these cards here. You can guess what's in my
Do I
box.
have to have a big IQ for those?
No.
Okay.
No. I've got a feeling you're going to do all right in this whole thing.
Okay.
All right. So you can either answer a question, you can guess what's in my box. Here's how that works. I imagine a box in my head. I don't know what's in it. Only Jeff knows what's in it. You tell me what you think is in it. If you're right, you win the money. If you're wrong... And there's a third, a new way to win. You can guess what Her Majesty the Queen is thinking. We have imagined a scenario where Her Majesty the Queen has been wrongly imprisoned.
Oh.